You know what I mean? So they got to portray themselves to be a certain way, even though they're not. They can't walk around their city, most of them. When the girls got shot on New Year's Eve, one of the kids now, who actually works for me now, I took them down to where the girls got shot. I said, listen, you come in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's where you put yourself, where you're going to end up. You can get hit with a stray bullet trying to be this person. You are not. You're not going to like jail, caged up. I mean, they tell you when you can eat, tell you when you can go to the gym. You're not going to like it.
Well, let me come on to, because one of the things about youth work, social work, criminal justice work, it's all about mediation. It's about making a connection. It's about building that connection and resolving something. It could be an inner conflict. Talk to me a little bit about 2 or 3 significant examples for you where you applied that, where the outcome was quite significant. Because obviously on a day-to-day basis, you can split a couple of youths from fighting in a youth club, talk someone who's just left home. But in terms of your experience, some of the more significant stuff, because I really want people to get a sense of what's possible. Because a lot of us have doom and gloom that you can't bring people together. So I want you to give us a couple of examples.
Okay. One of the main examples, a young person came to me. I'll say his name. His name's Leon. They call him Extra. He owns a nightclub now called 101 in town. Came to me. He goes, Ty, I want to do some under 18 raves. I need your help. I need your... And he's an excitable guy. And he came to me. I was like, ain't cool. I said, we'll set up the DJs. Yeah. It's like a FUBU for you, by you. The young people do all the graphic design, how they want the flyer, how they want it to run. And I'll just make sure it all happens. I'm the glue in between it. Done the first event now. Everybody was panicking. Oh, Ty, he's from Johnson's. He's from Burgers. Oh, he's from, what do you call it? Sodom Soldiers. Oh. Everybody's panicking. I said, don't worry. What did I say to you? Before you do any event, and this is what a lot of people do now, they mess up with the security. They don't get the right security. I mean, we had everybody there. And when they were coming out, listen, this is what it is. It's zero tolerance in it. So there's no bad behaviour in here. Everyone's like, yo, uncle, that's cool, bro. Don't worry. Everybody was in there partying. First one went off with no hitch. Second one, brilliant. The third one, these came. We used to do it in the church over Leo. We had people from Handsworth, Borsleaf, Hockley, beer, black youths. I mean, no trouble. The police come in there, it's like, we need to walk around. Not a problem, I'll walk around with you. Walking around now, and it's like, I don't understand. So what don't you understand? Well, you've got a lot of gang members in here, and I can see them on emceeing on a microphone, and there's another gang member there in front of him dancing. Yeah, what's your point? These people see us in the daytime, they spit on us and everything else. We don't understand how you've got everybody in the same venue, no trouble. You've had 2 of these before, and there's been no crime in the area, no disturbances. Like, who are you? What do you do? I'm like, well, I'm a youth worker, and I work with the community. Like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, what are you trying to say? I mean, are you trying to say that I'm a leader or a gang? I mean, what are you trying to say? Like, we don't understand. We don't understand how all these people are trying to kill each other in the daytime. They're coming here, working together. They're dancing together. I'm like, well, they're still human beings, isn't they? They're still black youths. Their parents are probably friends with the other parent over there.
Well, let me ask a question on that, because I'm sure there's some people listening who are youth workers and social work professionals who are thinking, how can he do something that I can't do, but yet I'm paid to do that? So in some respects, let me ask you a question that frequently I get asked, but I'm going to ask you. What's your thought on professionalizing the way we engage with disaffection? Because it doesn't mean that you're not professional in the way that you do business, but the professions where people have a label and a title and are paid to engage with disaffection, what fundamentally do you think is at fault in the professions in a way that, because some people would say, yeah, but he knows everybody, as opposed to, there's a process that you have.
Mm-hmm. You just said it right there. What it is, a lot of these people, they've gone through degrees, they've done all this, they've studied, but they don't know people. They don't know how to interact with young black people. And like, we're like a race, well, we are a race of our own. How we think, how we behave. I mean, so how we carry ourselves is a certain way. Another example, I joined an agency. I thought to myself, you know what, Ty, you're doing very well now. What can you do to give back? I said, you know what, I'm going to join an agency and go back into go back into youth work and go back into like social work, like in the nights. A lot of people didn't even know that I was working the nights. I was finishing work and going to work in children's homes. I went to one in Erdington, and the woman's like, white lady, really lovely lady. She's like, oh, I'm glad you're here. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, cool. She goes, I said, okay, what do you want me to do? Well, the kids are at school now. They're going to come back. What's the plan? Plan? But yeah, the plan. What do we do? Da, da. Like, stay in the office. Just stay away from them. Like, what do you mean? Like, these kids are like gang members. They've been brought here for some of them have been knives and this and that, crime disorder, X, Y, and Z. I'm like, well, so if I stay in the office, that's going to benefit you, or like, it don't make no sense. Like, I can't grasp it. Like, what? Just stay away from them. They're horrible kids. They're very dangerous. They're horrible kids. I'm like, yeah, right. I said, yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, the first couple come into what's called it. Okay, cool. I said, lads, call me Leon. Da da da. Yeah, whatever, big man. Like, big man. I said, listen. Tapes in his table there. I said, listen, who's gonna get doppied first? There's like this, huh? I said, listen, which one am I gonna doppy first on this thing now? He's like, yo, big man. I'm like, yo, we're gonna done your dance. I said, done my dance. I said, all right, cool. What would we play press ups then? There's like this, big man's got jokes. I'm like, yeah. Done the first one. I mean, 21, whatever it was. Beat him. I said, sit down, boy. I mean, learn from the old man. Da-da-da. Next one, come on. Done it. Done. Like, yo, boss, yeah, sick. Rare. Anyway, we started talking, sat down with him now. They're like, oh, where you from? I'm like, I'm from where you're not going to be. What do you mean? I said, where you're trying to be and who you're trying to be, yeah, it ain't going to work, innit? So I started telling him about me. I said, you know what? They call me Leon, but it's Tyson, innit? Like, da-da-da. Yeah, Tyson, yeah, I've heard about you, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. I said, well, yeah, so why are you in here? And I started talking to him, sitting down with him, da-da-da-da. And it's like, we got into a deep conversation. Anyway, we was talking for hours and hours with these young people. The staff in the office kept popping it around the door like, everything all right? Yeah, man, yeah. Anyway, got to 9:30. I said, anyway, lads, ladies, it's time for you to go to bed. Nah, we don't go to bed. We go to bed when we're ready, innit? I was like, no. But because I'm working, you got to go to bed, innit? Like, because you're going to make me look bad, innit? So obviously, I want better to work back here and I want better to chill with you, innit? So when I started talking to him about, like, obviously, I need to be working here, innit? So you don't need to work with me and, like, conform, innit? It's like, but big man, like, it's early, don't dare that. I was like, yeah, but obviously, it weren't really an option, innit? Like, because I'm here, you've got to go in your rooms, innit? Then all of a sudden, I went to the rooms. The woman couldn't believe it. She rang to the agency. I need to come back. Anyway, I worked there a few times. Me and the kids got on wicked. Anyway, I had a phone call. We had a phone call from the police. I said, yeah. Because your enhanced criminal check came back. We can't have you working. Because it's robbery, innit? So I'm like, not a problem. So, what do you mean? I said, I only do it to give back. I don't do it because I need the money. I do it to give back, innit? So it's not a problem. Then the home foreman, he goes, listen, the agency said this and this and that, but we need you here. I'm like, you know what? And I was disheartened there because I thought, you know what? You took the pee bit. And the police shouldn't have done that because I'm doing your job for you. And I just said, you know what? Scrap it.
Well, you know something? As we're coming to like the final part, what we normally do with the guests is ask each guest who comes on the show to give like 3 key bits of advice. But the kind of advice that is practical, because a lot of times we give advice, it's not doable. I want you to imagine that the audience is listening is every youth worker, social worker, the person that's been in a job too long, who's disgruntled, bitter, but yet they've still got a salary. They've still got the comfort of the security of a big service behind them. 3 things that you'd like to pass on to that workforce out
there.
there.
What I will say is I still find it hard working with black people, the older black people. They're stuck in their ways. It's their way or the highway. You can't communicate with them. And even when because at the moment where my position is now, I get invited to a lot of events. I pick and choose where I go to. A lot of black people, it's the same circle, the same people. You're not going to grow. There's no new blood in there, no new ideas in there. You've got to let young people come and express themselves.
So it's live outside the box.
Yeah, you got to think outside the box.
So that's number one.
Because you know, black people, like when I was growing up, my granny used to say, you go to school, you get a trade, you buy your house and your car. You know what I mean? No. We want to be bigger than that.
So think outside the box. That's number one.
Definitely.
So number two.
Number two is listen. We're hard of ears. Black people are hard of ears. So when people are talking, they know better. You know what I mean? Young people want to express themselves. That's just not just young black people, it's young white people as well. Young people want to express themselves. So they've got new ideas. They do want to do, like, not what everyone else is doing, but they want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? You've got to listen to what they're saying and work with them. Give them an idea and like a navigation, how to get to that position there. Like, and the young guy came to me the other day. He's a photographer. His mum's a counsellor. He wants to be I'm like, okay, why do you want to be this? How can you get there? So I started counting, making him think, how can he get to that step? I can put you on certain shows and put you certain places, but you need to tell me how you think you can get there.
So
it's not me telling you how to get there.
Think outside the box. Listen, and what's the final thought that you'd like to leave people with?
You can be whoever you want to be. We had a black president. You know what I mean? We've got the biggest role model that anybody. I mean, we never had what our parents had. We got the biggest role model that we could ever imagine.
Do you think he looks a bit like me?
The grey bit, yeah.
No, you don't think he... So in terms of...
So you can be whatever you want to be, and you don't have to be like all your friends. You've got to think out the box again. You've got to be an individual. You've got to, if you've got a black president, anybody can be a president. You know what I mean? Like, people see me. I've had gang members come to me, like, Ty, can I buy into your business? Not really, because you're going to drag me down that trap. But what we can do, we can talk about you having a business. And a lot of these gang members now, they are having their own legal businesses. They are, thinking, you know what? I can be like Tyson. I can have a business. It's not all about drugs. And if you can sell drugs to normal people, you can sell anything. You know what I mean? You can sell ice to an Eskimo.
Well, you know something? I'd like to thank you, Tyson, for coming on the show.
Thank you for being here.
It's great to hear you. And in conclusion, people, you've heard what Tyson said. I don't have to add to this, but I just want to say, remember, the Roadman's Guide is about the community, for the community. But I want you to also remember the 5 R's: read, write, research, recharge, and rest. And until next time, stay safe, walk good, and bring light into the darkness. This has been Doc Martin on the Roadman's Guide. Peace.